This is the Simpit Driving School. I'm your instructor, Sean Cole, and today we're here for another episode of Attack the Track. Attack the Track is a show that is dedicated to making you faster on the track. We start things off by taking a look at a track map for a particular circuit, looking for the important sections, places that are going to get us the most time out on the track. We then get in the car, go on the track, and we go corner by corner looking for speed, looking for danger, and looking for things that set up other sections of the course. That's what it's all about, and that's what we're here for today. So today we're going to do something special in honor of the Petit Le Mans that is going on here this weekend at Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta was built in 1970 in a woody hillside area to the northeast of Atlanta, Georgia, United States. It is a 12-turn, 2.5 mile or 4 kilometer long road course that features lots of elevation change, blind corners, and extremely high speeds. The track begs you to be overly aggressive, but will bite you in the ass if you push it too far. When we start things off by looking at the track map, there are a few corners that stand out as critical based on leading onto straights and the highest speed sections. Turn 7 leads onto the longest straightaway, with turns 12 and 5 leading onto shorter but also high speed sections of the track. So when it comes to turning laps here, we can focus lots of our energy there, but it will come to being on track that will allow us to identify a few other critical spots. So let's take a full speed lap at Road Atlanta. Again, in honor of Petit Le Mans, I will do this test drive in a GT3 prep BMW Z4. We cross the line in 5th gear at over 130 miles per hour down the front stretch. We are wide to the left side, setting up turn 1 and an uphill right-hander. A touch of early braking, and we take an aggressive line to apex and up the hill. Getting back to the right fast, trying to set up the difficult combo of turns 2 and 3, a right-left that is hard to see. The left-hand turn 4 tries to push us outward as we hang on. It's a hard right turn into them, and then trying to straight line your way through them from there. Turn 5 is another hard corner to get right. It sends you flying over the hill and down into turn 6. Turn 6 is a right-hander that is heavily cambered to help you turn. As we slingshot around the corner, getting back to the left again, setting up turn 7. A flat right-hander that is also hard to see, and a good run onto the longest straight of the track, staying to the left and cutting turn 8 sharp over the first hill, and moving to the right and cutting turn 9 to crest the second hump and down the hill, staying way to the right, setting up the left-right chicane of turns 10A and B. Very heavy braking here, and then cutting across the inner curbing left, and then a slight acceleration for the right, and charge up the hill as we blindly go into turn 11, the over-the-hill right-hander at full acceleration. Try to set up for the right-hand turn 12, and down the front stretch with lap times in the range of 119 to 121. Now, when we first looked at the track map, we identified 3 corners that we knew led onto high-speed sections. But after going through at full speed, we can easily identify a few other sections of the track that are very important. Critical speed sections, danger sections, and even sacrifice corners. So now let's break things down corner by corner and identify all of those things turn by turn at Road Atlanta. Starting with turn 1, which turned out to be a critical speed corner for a couple of reasons. One, it leads into an uphill that will rob you of time. It also has a couple of danger elements to be aware of. As we enter turn 1, there is a dip in the road that can interfere with braking. End result being a wide line that can even send you off the track. Early braking can help avoid this problem as we drop down 2 gears and bleed off speed down to 100 miles an hour. We search for a mid or late apex and try to carry as much speed as possible as we head up the hill. When going straight, the runoff can be used, but can be slippery if still turning the wheel. Coming off turn 1, we want to get all the way back to the right as quick as possible. Turn 2, a slight left turn still going uphill. I hate to call it a sacrifice corner, but there are a couple of reasons to do so. It sets up turn 3 and it can be rather nasty. As we come up the hill, it is nearly blind, looking for the left-hand side of the track as we blindly turn in from the right. It's like hitting a moving target as the corner comes into view. We need to slow down a little, but too much braking can send the car around. Many drivers fail to slow down enough and find themselves overshooting the corner entirely. If you miss the turn to the left, It forces you over the curbing of turn 3 and likely to have a problem. But when it's done right, you will find the curbing to the left and have a good turn in for turn 3. Turn 3 is the right-hander that immediately follows turn 2. It becomes a speed corner because of the amount of time we'll be building speed after it, and it is also a danger corner due to the nasty curbing on the right side and because of the speed at which it comes at us. If you hit that curb too hard, it will bounce you well off the driving line or even worse. And the outside is also dangerous if overshooting this corner. You'll go into the grass and it becomes very hard to control. But when set up correctly from 2, you can get a good angle on turn 3 and back on the gas pretty early as we clip the inside curbing ever so slightly and start turning in for turn 4 right away. Turn 4 is a slight turn to the left. It can be taken at full throttle, but keeping the tight inside line is critical for the Esses ahead. You want to stay off the curbing here, and if you have to feather the throttle, it is better than going wide and not making the next section. The Esses are a series of bends that start off with a right that is slightly downhill and lacking in grip, and finish with a quick left-right to follow. Careful not to go wide here and into the grass on entry, but a slight reduction in throttle will guarantee a good turn-in. When you enter the Esses well, it is almost a straight line with just a slight turn of the wheel for each curve. Turn 5 was another one of the corners we identified as important from the map. It is also a difficult corner to master. You want to be all the way to the curbing on the right side coming out of the Esses, going slightly uphill. Under braking, we are shedding off 2 gears and almost 50 miles per hour while avoiding the curbing to the right that will upset the car. We shoot for a late apex, trying to straighten the line out of the corner for maximum speed over the crest of the hill and into the next little straightaway. The outside of the corner comes at you fast as it seems like you run out of runoff room. Missing the line and going off-road here can be very, very bad. Also, the inside curbing, if hit too late or too slow, can also ruin the corner. By the time we head towards turn 6, we are already nearing 140 miles per hour in 6th gear. Turn 6 is a nearly 90-degree right-hander that has a little banking to help your turn. You approach from as far to the left as you can get your car and then heavy under the brakes in a straight line. We are dropping nearly 60 miles per hour in 3 gears to be able to make this corner. Just a slight kiss or touch of the mid-apex and you are flung through this short turn in search of the runoff to the left again, with just enough time to get a little more speed prior to turn 7. But be aware, hitting the inside curbing too hard will bounce you off the driving line and potentially off the track. Misjudging the speed of this corner can also send you wide and into the dirt. And at the same time, being too aggressive on the gas as you get flung through this corner can send you around and into the wall or into harm's way. Turn 7 comes very quickly and there is very little to use to judge your braking or turn-in points. The corner is very flat and hard to see. The right-hander is shallow of 90 degrees and sends us blasting down the longest straight on the circuit. It takes a minimal amount of braking to control your speed, and you're looking for a late apex to straighten the line out. Getting through the corner and on the gas is essential, but doing it too much on the outside curbing can send you around. The inside curbing is safe, but will delay your ability to get back to full throttle. Turn 8 is the uphill left as we still accelerate and hug the inside line as we crest the hill. Continuing to gain speed, we head into turn 9, a slight right-hander just before going down a hill. We are still at full throttle, but have to come out of this corner to the right-hand side, and then it's down the hill and into turns 10A and B. Turns 10A and B are a chicane with a left followed by a right. 10A, the left, should be considered a sacrifice corner due to the importance of a run out of 10B. We enter these, the slowest corners on the track, at over 160 miles per hour as far out to the right side as we can go. Braking hard and dropping 90 miles per hour and 3 gears for the left-hander ahead. You can be overly aggressive with the curbing, but keep in mind it's all about setting up the corner ahead. Too much trail braking here can be dangerous and will send the car around and into the inside wall. You can accelerate gently out of this corner and get as far left as possible to set up 10B. Again, the inside curbing can be cut here, but getting a good run off this corner pays off huge by turn 1. But be aware, the outside can be a little slippery and too much gas will spin the car. Turn 11 is another blind corner that will test your nerve and skills. You blindly crest a hill with no road in sight as we turn right and wait to see our path in front of us. The corner isn't very sharp and can be taken at full throttle. It is best to take a tight inside line and let the car drift out in search of the outside curbing as we crest the hill. When all goes well, we stay hard on the gas the entire time and down the hill. If our line is off and we are changing direction, it is wise to feather the throttle until you correct your driving line. Drivers that misjudge this corner will find themselves well off the racing track. For some, turn 12 can be taken at full throttle. For me, it is best to wait for the little dip before the corner and then reduce my gas. This helps with the turn in of the car for this right-hand still slightly downhill final corner of the track. We are in search of a later apex and looking for a good run out that leads onto the front stretch. The inside curbing is pretty high and will bounce the car wide in this narrow corner. There's a little bit of runoff curbing that can be used. A warning here though, this curbing is slim and it can be slick. It is also short and runs out very quickly. Losing traction here has race-ending results. For most drivers in the GT class, we'll see lap times between 119 and 121, and a blazingly fast average lap speed of 116 miles per hour. So in the end, we find that Road Atlanta is fast, it's challenging, it's even a little bit dangerous, but it sure is a lot of fun to drive. We also identified that there are a handful of corners that we can really focus our energy on when it comes to getting a good lap. Turns 1, 3, 5, 7, and 10B are all such corners. We also identify the corners that are most important to focus on driving line rather than speed to ensure a good lap. Turns 2, 4, 6, and 10. And then top of that, we also have a few places on the track to be extra careful. Turns 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn 12. That makes for a very exciting lap. So I hope this video has helped you learn to drive Road Atlanta just a little bit better. If you have different methods, different techniques, different ways of handling corners or sections of this track, please put them on the comments to this video so everyone can learn from them. Better yet, go to the Simpit, put your comments there because that's where you'll find more videos like this one for other tracks and other training videos as well. This is the Simpit Driving School. I'm your instructor, Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.